Hello. Oh my goodness, my hair is crooked. Hello out there to all of my friends who might stop by and watch. This is my very first time being live on YouTube. And so we're having some fun today with some vintage Christmas decor. I'm kind of winging it. Uh, so I hope you've had a great Thanksgiving, and I'm going to get started. So there's Mary. Hi, Mary. I'm glad this is working. Let's get you over here so you can see what I call the glitter cam. Uh, so I acquired some new vintage brooches, and we're going to play with them a little bit and then kind of make a few things out of them. So let's just get going, you guys. Let's get going. Thank you very much. I appreciate you letting me know that it sounds okay. So here I am. Look, this one I thought was really neat because it could be, our North Star, right? Still trying to figure out where the camera's at. There we go. It could be our North Star. But I'm going to take it off of here. And I'd really like to make it look a little bit more vintage looking because it's awful shiny. Sparkly, I don't mind. Shiny, it's a completely different thing. Okay, so here's this cute little set of bells. It's missing a little stone there, but I think I can do something about that. And then this one to me kind of looks like a wreath. So I thought if we could put a few more pretties on there, it might even be nicer. So I went to a flea market it was Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and so I'm here. It's there. Okay, and picked up a few things. So I got some new. Look at this little tray of goodies that I got. All kinds of vintage jewelry and pins. And so I picked up some new of that stuff. I picked up. Okay, I picked up a couple of these little vintage. I don't know if they're vintage, but they're vintage looking little ornaments, and these little reindeer. They're adorable. I got. Look at this. Cute. It's got bells on it, but it's kind of like a old-timey like tinsel. And then I also got, where's it at? This tinsel that's kind of old-timey like as well. And another creator that I watched on Facebook showed me, and if I could remember the name, I wish I could remember the name, well, she didn't show me. She showed her followers, and I happen to be one, how to grunge up and make it look vintage and tarnished. And so I did that. You guys. Now, this is a little less vintage and tarnished, but it is not quite as sparkly as it used to be. So we're going to use some of that as well. But first, let's play around and see if we can get these to look a little more vintage. So what I'm pulling in is some burnt umber and some antique gold, and we're just gonna play around. I'm going to get a fan brush and see what I can do. I probably should have something to put that in. I could just use, well, please. I could just use, I know. little tray here. We'll use that. I forgot about these. I want to play with these too. So these, I dropped it. Okay, these little, these are little cake decorations, but I thought they'd be really cute. We could cut that off there, and if we can kind of vintage these up too, I thought those would be cute as well. So, hi Christy, how you doing? So let's just get a little bit of this paint out. Now, I probably should have, when you're working with these metallic paints, one of the important things is to shake it up really good, because otherwise those bits that are in there that make it metallic, they don't come out real well. And then my burnt umber. So I learned, how to vintage up and kind of make it look tarnished from another creator that I saw on the Facebook. And I'm kind of try to apply it to, different mediums. So we're just gonna let me see if it'll focus. It's not wanting to focus very well, but I think you're kind of getting the idea of what I'm doing here. I'm going to try to do more of that antique gold. I don't know. Let's dry that real quick and see. Then I may have to add some darkening in there. It's definitely not as bright gold as it was. Okay, so that's good. What I want to do though, that's warm. What I want to do though is in these places where I want to put like a little bit of a shadow there in these folded places. So I am going to take some of that burnt umber and just kind of highlight that area, those areas. I think that'll help. Because as things age, they get cruddy, right? In the little corners. That's what I think. Now, just going to bring more of that antique gold in. And all we have to do is just mess with it until we like it, right? It's kind of how you do just about any craft. Mess with it until you like it. Hard to see with my lighting. Sorry. Got to get better lighting, I think. Okay, so I'm satisfied with that. I am going to dry it just a little bit and let it sit. Okay. This one here, I do want to tarnish it a little bit. It's already got some nice tarnish already to it, but we're just going to tarnish it a little bit more. And then let's get inside these bells here. Come on. And then it's missing one of the little gems, and I think I can replace that. So I've got my Totally Dazzled Ultimate Rhinestone Kit. Those are, okay, these are probably going to be about the right size. So I haven't even opened this one yet. So let's open this package here. Hey, Jeannie. Now, I don't know what size it is, but it looks like it could be similar to that size. So let's open that. Get one of those little babies out of there. Now, it doesn't have to be, these are heat fix rhinestones, but I mean, you don't have to use them that way. So what I'm going to do, get out my little gem picker here. I'm going to use now let's just get the E6000, which I have over here. Still got a few things packed up from my little trip I took. So let's get some E6000 right here. Let's keep that handy. And I'm going to take the paintbrush. Let's take the, we'll see if this works. The end of a paintbrush. Geez, a Pete. There we go. The end of this paintbrush. And kind of put that in there. Okay. And then pick the gem up and stick it in. I will have to say, we got it in there. But the gem from the Totally Dazzled is much nicer and brighter than the old one. That's okay. It's okay. Now, so next thing I wanted to work on, so we can use it here in a little bit, maybe, is this brooch here. And it is just all gold, but I want it to look more like, a Christmas wreath. I've pretty much exhausted my actual Christmas pins or brooches. So we're gonna fake it. We're gonna fake it. So I'm just taking that antique gold and I'm gonna put some on here. Okay. And then let's come back with the burnt umber. Hi, Melanie. You love that I have a glitter cam. Yes, I do. I thought that would be fun. Call it a glitter cam. Okay. So now that looks more like a tarnished gold, right? Let's dry it off. And then I want to put, I'm going to put gems on it. Let's see if I have a red. Yeah, I've got some red and green here, I think. Now, again, I could use the hot fix, but I mean, I don't really need to. Oh, look, there's not green. Okay, so red. How about we do this? I know what we can do. Let's see if we can bring in a few of these little things here in green. This might work. Thought I had green. Have to remind my, I don't know if I like that. I'll have to maybe remind my, I don't want to say her name, the lady that was always listening to me, that plays music for me sometimes, that I need to put that on my shopping list. I don't want to say her name too loud. Okay, those are okay, but I don't know. I just don't like it. They're too big. Too big. Red and blue. And it's going to look like 4th of July. Okay. How about we just do some red and some white, maybe? I know I could maybe use some of my green. Okay, I got a plan. We'll use some of my green glitter. Nope, that's the holiday mix. I want the Evergreen Wishes. So let's do that. We'll just bring in the glitter. Okay, so I'm using art glitter glue. And what I'm going to do is throw some of this art glitter glue on here. Do that one. And we'll do this one. Maybe wasn't the best choice, but there's not a good number of them to be able to do it evenly. So we're going to do the best we can. And I'm looking for a piece of paper. That'll work. All right. And we're just going to put a little bit of this glitter on here. Okay. So now we've got our green. Okay. Let me put this back. Come here. All right. And we'll put some of these red gems on here now. All right. Now it's really going to look Christmassy. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll do that and then we'll see if we feel like we need more. Don't worry if you get a little bit of glue coming out the edges of your gems, because like this glue dries clear. No big deal. So now we've got a tarnished looking Christmas pin. Okay. We could add more, but I'm not feeling it. So here's what I want to do with these things, you guys. Here's what I want to do. Hi, Christy. Do I go? Listen, we went to a flea market and I found vintage and antique. And technically, it's more of a antique store, but they call it an antique. I forget what they called it. Antique. I forget. But the antique ones, okay, they want way too much money for me to be throwing them in to my crafts here and there. So, what I like to find is somebody who has a lot that they've collected over the years. They don't wear them anymore or something like that. And then I'll buy a lot of them. You know, so I have bought some off of eBay. And then my mother gave me some old ones that she was no longer wearing. And we went to a friend of hers who, unfortunately, he had just lost his wife not too long ago, earlier this year. And he had a bunch of her pins that he sold me, you know. So, yes, I did go. That's cute. I did go to the antique or store or to the vintage places, but I found those prices were just higher than what I was willing to pay. So there you go. That's my answer. You know, I have a set amount that, like, this is the amount that I can afford to spend and to make a craft with them. And, you know, when they're wanting $15 for one brooch, that doesn't work for me. So here's something else that I got at the flea market. Okay. I got this old potato masher, you guys. And I saw somebody make something really cute, a vintage Christmas little scene in here, and that's what I'm going to do with this. So we're going to make a little vintage Christmas scene, okay? Let's just move things around a little bit so I can get a good view right here for my camera. So here we go. I've got this. Now, I can tell by looking at this, it looks like there used to be some paint on here, but it's not showing up all that well. I would really like it to look like it's still got paint on it. So I'm going to play around with that and make it look kind of old. So I'm getting some vintage red out, okay? A lot of times, what I do is basically just playing with it until I get the look that I want. This potato masher cost me like $1.50. There were some there that people wanted way more than that. And maybe I'm a cheapskate. But if I can get it for $1.50 as opposed to $5, then I will. And the only difference was that the other ones already still had the paint on them. I thought, listen, I can paint some red paint on there and make it look old for that much of a savings, right? So I will tell you, I wanted to go live while I was in the flea market, antique mall, whatever you want to call it. But they had the loudest music playing. I was enjoying the music, but I wasn't going to try to go live. and have that music playing. Now listen, if I was using this, the top probably, all for a bunch of years, the top probably would be pretty worn out. So I did do some videos, and I'm trying to get them all edited and do a little bit of a voiceover type of a thing. So if you all will be patient with me, I will get that video up as soon as I can, because there were some fun things that we found. Get to see me acting crazy. Okay, so listen, I feel like this looks like it could have really been that old, right? I'm going to dry it a little bit. You could even do a crackle on this. Not really needed, but some of that old paint really does crackle. And then there it is. I'm just going to come back a little bit and do some sanding. Now, I have one of these. I wasn't going to use it for a craft because I'm pretty sure it was handed down from the family. So I just wasn't going to use it for a craft. All right, so there we go. We've got this antique looking potato masher now. So I've got several little things that I want to include. I'm going to put this down a little bit so you can see a little better. Hopefully. There we go. All right. So sorry you're missing my face. Well, I got to get it in both cameras. This is a challenge. There we go. Get it in both cameras. So I've got these little figurines. This one really looks cute on here because it's, you know, a good width. But what was it? I can't remember now what it was that I thought, I really like this one better. It's two little kids playing in a mound of snow. Now, unfortunately, one of the little boys has lost his arm or his hand. But never mind that, okay? We're just never going to mind that. What I want to do, this once had a bit of sparkle on it and for the snow, and it's a little bit gone. So what I do want to do is put a little bit more, bring that back a little bit. So I'm going to, let's not use this glue. Let's do, where's my, there it is. But I don't want to squeeze it on. I want to kind of brush it on. I want to brush it on. And we're just going to use a small brush here. And throw a little glue on it here. I was really hoping that my mother would be able to watch me tonight, because she's usually, you know, she's usually there for me. But she might have her iPad or not. I think she has one of those things. Anyway, she left her phone here yesterday. She left her phone at my house after Thanksgiving. So, Mother, if you do happen to be able to watch this, you've left your phone at my home. Phone home. I'm concerned about using my winter snowfall because there are large chunks in here, and I don't necessarily want large chunks. So we're going to get out a different one. that is iridescent, but just has small. Woo. Okay. So let's see if we can get that. Adorable. Now let's do the other side. And I need more glue. He might have been in. Yes, a potato mashing incident. I love it. We're going to say he was. That story works out great for me. I remember as a child playing out in the snow. We had such a good time. I'm not so crazy about it anymore. Don't eat the potatoes. You never know what you might find in the potatoes. If I'm playing in the snow now, it'll be in a vehicle. Preferably my Jeep. With the heat on. Okay, so this is kind of what that's kind of what I'm going for. I think what I'd like to do, I'm trying to think. I want you to still be able to see that it's a potato masher though, so I don't want to cover up so much of that. But let's come back here. And for this one, I know what we'll do. We'll put a little tree on here. Now, I grunged up this tree too. But I don't really want this candy piece on the bottom here. So let's do this. Let's find, where's my little nippers? I'm going to cut this off down here at the bottom. Okay. And then I should be able just to, I got my glue tool going. I should be able just to stick this right here. We'll put it behind them. Okay, so let's get that where we want it. Oh, there we go. Let's get this where we want it. And we're going to put a little bit of glue there. Now these are going to be dainty, okay? They're going to be precious. You don't want to manhandle them. Okay, so there's our little tree. I will decorate the tree a little bit. And then we'll put the little snow kids here. Little snow kids. That had the potato mashing incident. Okay, so the tree kind of fades into the metal. But let me just show you what it started out as was this bright pink. So I've just scrunched it up a little bit to look more vintage, right? However, I think I may have overdone it. So let's get back with this gold here, this vintage gold. And let's see if we can bring it back to life a little bit. Just wanted to brighten it up a little bit. I guess that helps a wee bit. Now I like the idea of adding, oh, maybe these bells. Maybe the bells. Yeah, I like the bells on this one. I've got to cut this off. Oh my God, where are we at? Yeah, so when I was growing up, we had this huge ditch, a great big ditch, in our yard. I don't know how that's going to go on there, but I'm going to get it on there. And so the snow would just really pile up by the road and into the ditch. And we would go out there and make a tunnel through the ditch. It was all kinds of fun. All right, how many of you back in the day had used bread bags on your feet before you put your lovely boots on? How many of you did that? That way it kept your feet from getting wet, right? I'm just using some E6000 on these bells here, but then I'm going to glue it really good from the back. You did, Christy. Yeah. I can't even imagine doing something like that now. Because, you know, I'm old. I'm old now and my body can't handle all that coldness. Okay. So we're just going to hold this here for a second. Bread bags inside maroon boots. No, moon boots. Moon boots. Oh my gosh, Christy. That just took me way back. I forgot about moon boots. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so now we've got this. I think that's adorable. I still want something on the tree. Something. Maybe I can put some of these gems on that tree. Let me pull a few over here. Because I don't really have any jewelry that's small enough that would be proportionate. However, I wonder if I have, oh, that's blue. I'm just looking over here. Whoops, something just fell. Look, we've got a little thing at the top of the tree now. That's pretty. But let's do this. Let's just add a few little here and there. It won't take many. All right, where'd my picker go? There it is. One. Oopsie. We dropped it. See, that's what I was worried it was gonna, it's okay, we'll get a different one, that it was gonna come off there and land in the wrong direction because the little bottle brush pieces are picking them off there. There we go. That one worked out good. Okay, so we've got a few. It's probably really hard to see, but we have a few little gems on there. Okay, so I really love the way this came out, but what I saw them do was take a little bit of ribbon and put a bow up here. However, I would like to take some of this stuff here and make a little bow out of it. So yes, some of the glitter would be pretty on the tree, but I felt like that would be kind of maybe overdoing it. There is a limit. So let's do this. I don't think I'm going to make a bow. I might just wrap it. Let's see what that looks like. Uh-oh. It doesn't want to stay, that's for sure. I don't like that. So let's make it into a bow. All right, that didn't. Come on, you can do it, Nicole. And it's wired, so it really shouldn't be that difficult. I feel like my overhead cam is lagging. Oh. You're gonna mark it on the calendar. There, listen, there really is a limit, okay? Okay. So I feel like if we put the little bow right here, that could be good. Let me show you on the overhead here. That would be good. However, I'm gonna have to get, okay, there's my glue. I've got piles of things, you guys. My desk is a mess right now. For sure. Okay, so we just made a cute little, let's do this, because you know, that looks vintage to me. And you curl up the ends. Curl those ends up. And I hate it that I didn't use this little bell, but I could always put it over here. It'll balance things out. We'll just balance things out. If I can get it undone. And then I'll show you another little thing that I wanted to do. Ouch. Here we go. That's some serious stuff in there now. Just stick it right there. Okay, so there's our first little project. I think that's adorable. It's not 100% what I saw online, but I put my own little spin on it. I put my own spin on it because it's just too cute. I love the vintage feel. Okay. All right, so there's that. And then I also got this. I think I'm going to wait on this, but I thought it'd be really cute to put a little scene in here too. I mean, it's just a little strainer, right? So what's next? What was I going to do next? Where's my, oh. So where'd it go? Dang it, man. I'm looking. Where did those things go? Huh. All right, I'll get another one. Oh, I know. That's what fell off my table. Okay, I'm getting it. My husband picked these up for me at the hardware store. They're just wood slices. But I felt like we could probably make something out of this. They intend them for to be ornaments because there's little holes in them. But I see this as a little base here. Okay. And then where'd the little, I've got those little, I got a little train, I got a little house here. So I felt like we could make something really cute. Just a little city thing there. Sitting thing. That's what I meant. And so let's make it look like it's covered in snow. We're going to cover it in snow. And we're going to use tacky glue for this one. Yeah, I knew something fell off the back of my table, but I couldn't figure out what it was. So there we go. We're going to use the tacky glue. I'm just about out. Just about out of the tacky glue. So what I'm going to do is leave it upside down there. And we'll spread it out a little bit. I really don't want to use that. Here, we'll use this. We'll use our great little makeup sponge. Okay, so now we've got that. And we're going to put on our winter snowfall here. Let me get my piece of paper out again. Ooh, love it. So there's that. Let's just reserve what's left of that. This stuff really goes a long way, let me tell you. Okay, and then we've got our little house. So we can kind of put the little house there. little house. I want to put some of this jewelry in it somehow, but I'm not sure how to get it incorporated. This one might look cute, but it's kind of big. I should have thought that through. I should have thought that through. I've got a few small pieces here, but they might not be quite as pretty. Ooh, ooh, ooh. These ones with the little pearls. That's what they are. You know, I like to check because you never know. You never know when maybe you've picked up something that's worth something, and I hate to tear it up, but sometimes that's just the way life is. I just remembered these two that I got. These look like snowflakes. It's like a snowflake. And I'm trying to think if I could figure out a way. Maybe if I take this off of there. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it'll go in the little chimney there. I kind of like that. Kind of looks like a star up there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to stick it in the star there, or in the chimney. And we're going to say that that's a Christmas star up there above the chimney, right? Okay. Let's see if I have anything else that might be pretty. Look at this. This is adorable. I didn't know what it was until I looked at it a little closer. But this is a little turkey. Look at that. And I didn't even wear it yesterday. I didn't wear it yesterday, but it's a beautiful little turkey. Okay, I don't think that there's anything else here that's going to work very well for me. I know it might be cute. No. Nope. Okay, well, anyway, here's this. And we can put a tree on this as well. Let's move it up a little bit. Now, I don't mind. Let's move it all the way up. I don't mind the, I don't know. Maybe I do mind the peppermint on this one. We'll take it off. We're just going to take that right off there. I got these thinking that I would make fake bakes with them, but as it turns out, they're not going to be used for that. Okay, I want to, tarnish this up a little bit. This is not the way that I did the last one, but we're going to see if this works. It's going to be kind of golden pink. Where is that? Shake it up real good. I've got about 5 minutes left. Isn't that adorable? I've got about 5 minutes left, you guys. And so I really appreciate y'all being here. Makes me feel really good to know that people will follow me over from my other platform that I've spent so much time on. And now I'm trying to do more on different places. And so I appreciate that. If you happen to be watching after the live, feel free to leave me a comment, say hi. I'd love that. Let's see if we can get this tree to stand up. I may have to drill a hole. I may have to drill a little bit of a hole at some point, but we're gonna try it. Trying to think of what else I could use. I'm thinking that possibly, you know what I'll do? I'm going to use this little box that I've got sitting right here and just kind of prop it up. Okay, I did that. I'm thinking, you know, this little, where's that? There we go. This little thing that came out of the top, like the bulb. I wonder if that could like be a substitute tree stand. Although it is kind of standing up right now. We're going to try just to see that if it's a little more secure. So what I've done is put that little top of the bulb there, and then we'll fill that with glue, and then we'll stick this in here. And like I said, it just kind of becomes a little tree stand. Creative minds. Okay, so there's this. I really feel like it needs something else, but I haven't figured it out yet. I'm just enjoying making these little, I guess you could call them vignettes. Just call me, just call me, what's his name? Oh Lord, my mind just went blank. It's okay. It's okay. We'll survive. I kind of like the idea of using, real quick before we go, using this earring at the base of the tree. It just gives a little texture to the snow, maybe. I don't know. It's cute. I think it's cute. All right, guys, listen. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. If you are not already, please subscribe to my YouTube page. I would sure appreciate it. I will be back with more fun and probably doing a little bit more of the vintage Christmas stuff for a little bit as well. For a little bit too. But as always, we used our glitter tonight. We used our sparkly vintage pins and jewelry and figured out how to make things look vintage, even though maybe they weren't. Okay. So I appreciate y'all and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thank you. Bye.